brother priest Father Ebemonso was referring to is Elijah Enugu. You know, the thing is that then Hatariaka crackers biscuit. You know, Adoriaka small tiger generator. Then Ojikwe na copy, Ejikwe not only copying, and now I could remember. You know, those like all these things he's doing to Ibadi Buka now is exactly the thing he did to Father Ebemonso. And then Akachiria Father Fu, he was newly ordained, like he said. You know, a lot of things so go ejikwe na-eme ka ya asị na onwe ka o ejiri ya na-adọ member a lot of things. You know, I was born and raised in Onitsha. I wanted to be precise. I know a lot. People like us know a lot of what happened regarding this statement Father Ebemonso made. Nena awada now, nenu Mpo Park, Enugu. Then all of us used to go to Enugu for a year. Our mom used to drag all of us. Then it's just a high school, but a lot of things was said just to discredit and sabotage or pull down the Ebemonso then. Because when he started, he was on top doing things. God is using him mightily. Just like God is using Evangelist Bukana. Elijah. You know, one thing about him that I noticed that there is this part of him, like this jealousy part of him. It has nothing to do with him being a father or whatever. Yeah, his personal life. And I wasn't expecting him to still be putting all those kind of behavior up to this old age. You know, Father Ebe was Father Ebe mentioned Odinana Kopia. He then said something about member Atihose. Because then when Father Ebe started, a lot of people that are always from going to Enugu from Anambra or Onitsha, you know, kind of diverted to K. You know, Elijah Enugu is number one then, or right from day one. Or let me say, it's as if no yama number one in terms of all this adoration or ministry or anything. That all these 5 major Igbo states in Southeast, everybody always troop there on Fridays to Enugu for a year. And God was doing his thing then. I must give it to him. But when Father Ebe started, it looked as if that people, especially from Anambra, diverted to UK, including us. But we used to go to Enugu once in a while then. But you can't compare the distance from Awada, where I was born and raised, to Enugu, and from Awada to UK. Then Awada name Mpo Park, you know Mpo Park, Umuji, Igawago Nuke. You know? So it looks as if that those people that are going to Enugu from Anambra, especially diverted to Ebemonso, and it affected the crowd or things that has to do with Enugu then. So the Elijah Enugu is trying to pull Father Ebe down, saying all sorts of things then. But guess what? Whoever God has approved, no matter what you do, just like I told Fadisim Kocha, neme ke eme video fasting, ka short movement binie no chire no chaplet, ka eme nka. Do you think God is stupid? You think God deal with your human emotions? You think God answer prayer based on your own selfish interest, your own like stupid emotions as a human being? No, God is different from us, and He know He's choosing one. He know who He approve. And As far as God approve whatever we are doing in this life, or whatever you are doing in this life, no matter what, whoever trying to, it can never work. That is more reason why sometimes I come out here and will be laughing of all those ones and I say, Father, what do you mean? What is fake we fade? You're no matter of time. It is sinka, it is minka, and I used to tell people, the fact that this person is a father evangelist or call you whatever doesn't mean that ni okuru Holy Spirit is yaku, ni okuru bu chuku si yaku. Nah, sometimes they speak from their own flesh as a human being. And the being you father, being you evangelist, being you whatever, doesn't stop the fact that you still have your own life to live as a human being, your own normal reasonings. That is why I used to tell people that being a good person comes naturally. It has nothing to do with your professional title. So Elijah Enugu, there is this atom of jealousy in him right from day one. I don't want to start mentioning some certain things, from some of Ndinkewu politicians that when he's whatever with them didn't align together, he will start going against the person. A lot of things. But let me just stick with what I'm talking about. You all should be praying for him so that jealousy aspect of him, like that side of him, God should have mercy on him. Yeah, but here that in our father. Ihe niile atara ebube monso then, Fada ebube monso, everything they did to pull him down. Guess what? God kept lifting him, pushing him. Nah, Fada ebube na big name now. Who goes you? Fada ebube na big name now. A lot of things happened then. I think towards that period, because after that period, the Kabia or survival. Some people till today never believed. But those of us that live in onitsha, born and raised, know exactly this whole story. That's the reason why sometimes when we are talking, you need to shut up and listen. That you are not more Catholic than us. I am a Catholic. You say I am a Bidonia. I am a Fowaranya. In there. All these village boys in a future in life. Irritate. That they use common sense to reason. Any iputani eku some things higher order. Hana eku. They dealt with Fada ebube then, just like what they are doing to Evangelist Ebukana. But he's still doing his thing till today. Go to America, care for crowd. People Jew there. So the person Fada ebube was referring to with Elijah Enugu. And those of us in Onitsha can tell. We know everything about what that statement he made. We know. And this is my problem with Elijah. After all these years, you have been doing your thing. More than 30 years or close to 30 years now. With all these younger ones. Why can't you relax and do your thing? Some of you feel in such a goba, ijiri mepe ministry, menka, ijiri idokoro crowd, they deceive people. It should not start a COVID. It didn't start today. And this whole thing is causing confusion. That is where I have issue with Fadisi culture, because I am to manipulate the minds of innocent Catholics. Na Chineke ji wee sịa na nke ahụ fake eji mee nka ka short down nka eji short down nka because of his own personal selfish interest. You all should pray for those fathers than trying to defend all this their nonsensical attitude on social media. God the one.